And on Sunday, it will feature what is annually the game of the year. It's the Chiefs and the Bills. It's almost always we talk about it as a preview of the AFC Championship. Right now, both teams are sitting in wild card positions in the AFC, although I'm not sure we should expect that to continue. It's the 10th time they will face off against each other since the start of 2020. And you probably know these numbers by now. Josh Allen has dominated in the regular season, but it's been Mahomes that has won 4-0 in the postseason when it matters most. So, Shepty, again, the historical context of these two guys, 10 meetings, it's like they're in the same division, except that they're not.
It is amazing. Again, not in the same division, and since 2020, this will be the 10th time they've met. So we're averaging essentially 2 meetings per year. Would anybody be surprised if this were the first of 2 meetings again between the two quarterbacks that have become this version of Tom Brady versus Peyton Manning, right? That's what we're looking at right
Exactly
now.
what we're looking at.
Right? In the early days of that rivalry, it was Brady's Patriots that completely dominated it. And then ultimately, and we talked about this with Jeff Saturday a lot yesterday, the Colts were able to turn the tables and finally get it on their side. And if the Bills are going to do that, what does Josh Allen need to do?
Play better and really in many ways challenge his defensive line from Kansas City to beat him. This defensive line for Kansas City has not been this year what it has been in the past. Karlaftis, Chris Jones not dominating. Josh has not played well. He's played frustrated. He hasn't been great versus pressure, but this defensive line hasn't been fantastic. If I was Josh and I was Joe Brady, their offense coordinator, this game is going to be a hold-it game. Go make plays because you're going to have to score 30-plus points to win.
So we talked a lot about Josh Allen and the Bills offense in our first block this morning, and you mentioned, just for those who are joining us here quickly, there's a sense, I think, amongst a lot of people that the Bills could really use help at receiver. Do you expect them to find that in the next 5 days?
Well, I expect that they're going to be calling around and looking around to see if they could add another wide receiver. It doesn't mean that they necessarily will. I think that Rashid Shaheed in New Orleans is a wide receiver that has generated a lot of attention and interest around the league, and it would not be a surprise if by Tuesday the Saints moved on from him. There are a number of teams that are looking for wide receiver help. Buffalo is in the mix. Are they going to be willing to offer more than another team that's looking for a wide receiver? But he would be somebody that I'd be watching here in the next
Quickly to my wide receiver expert, is Rashid Shaheed a guy who can tilt the balance of power? Is he that level of good?
He is that level of good because of the role that he plays with the receiving core. You'll always hear me talk about roles, absent a guy who is a solidified X, can win at all 3 levels, beat man-to-man, physical prowess. And the Buffalo Bills have gone with the receiver by committee approach, but they don't have anybody for the top part of the defense. And that's where they've struggled. And so it's hard for them to continue to separate if they don't have somebody right-sizing every part of the defensive, areas that Josh Allen can maneuver where he goes to the football.
Okay, then let me get to the other side, because I said something right at the end of this conversation in our first hour that I was somewhat surprised by the reaction to. So, Lawan, I'll start with you. I mean, injuries are always the great equalizer. And so if there was some way of eliminating that threat, I've always been one who said you never take a team against the field, because you always take the field because injuries are always something in the NFL that will change everything. If you could tell me right now that the important people on the Chiefs are going to be healthy when the playoffs start, I would take the Chiefs against the field in the AFC without blinking. Would you?
Yeah, I probably would. It's like going to a video game and you just turn off injuries for a little bit. If that was a possibility, then I would take the Chiefs, because the argument's going to be the Colts. And I just think when you get to the playoff situation, you're going to look at the team who's been there the most often and has had the most success there, and that is the Kansas City Chiefs. Their offense, in every part of their offense, is very successful right now. Patrick Mahomes is better than anybody else at extending plays. Rashid Rice being back has opened up a whole new level for them. I think they are the team to beat, given injuries don't happen.
Yeah, I agree. Kansas City's the team to beat in the AFC, but I don't think this is a runaway. I just talked the last hour how good Indy is, how difficult they match up against, and also schematically they would present challenges to Kansas City. Who's the one defensive coordinator that in the playoffs has kind of bested Patrick Mahomes and Andy Reid? Scheme-wise.
Lou Anarumo.
Lou Anarumo when he was in Cincy. He's now the defensive coordinator in Indy. That matters. Denver has the people to go against Kansas City's offense. They got the people to rush the passer. They got the people to play in coverage. So, and don't sleep on Baltimore. I know it sounds outrageous, but if they get healthy, this offense was great last year.
Hey, the Chargers already beat the Chiefs early in the year. If they can get healthy and get their parts back, that would be a difference. And the New England Patriots are somebody that we'll see already is touted as the #1 seed in the AFC.
I'm with you, Greeny. when I look at the stable of horses they have now with Rashee Rice as the solidified #1 guy, and how, again, it takes the pressure off of Kelsey. They have receivers for every element of their receiving core, like we talked about. It takes the pressure off the run game. The question you have is, on the big stage, can this quarterback perform?
Yeah.
That's my question around the Colts. That's my question around Denver. We don't have that question for the Chiefs.
I would be surprised if the AFC Championship game is not Kansas City-Indy. I would be surprised if those two teams aren't in that title game.
You would be surprised. You would not be surprised.
I would be surprised if it's not them.
Okay, gotcha.
Also, the internet's going to eat up a ref going for the Chiefs.
That could.
Well, that's. I mean, I see the segments. I know the segments we're doing.
I like that play a lot. Okay. We are back on Get Up, and all morning long, Taylor Lewan is giving us different looks for this Halloween. And now you are representing one of my favorite movies.
This is one of your favorite movies.
I love Dodgeball.
I don't only love Dodgeball. I love Vince Vaughn, Peter LaFleur's character in this movie.
Our director, Cindy Morello, is terrified you're going to throw the wrench
Have you ever
and
met
break
Ben Stiller?
something.
Dude.
You doing the thing. We almost met Ben Stiller last week.
Almost.
When then he was on a call as a whole thing. Our people are getting in touch with this people.
I hope that he showed you more respect than The Rock would have.
Very similar experience.
Hey, that was uncomfortable for all of us. After a while, we got to go.
Let's run the hurry up. Adam Schefter, we got a record-setting contract extension for Aiden Hutchinson. What should everybody know?
He's back, he's healthy, and now he's been paid. The latest in a long line of pass rushers to land a huge deal over the last 5 or 6 months. We saw Myles Garrett get paid, Max Crosby, Danielle Hunter, Micah Parsons, and now Aiden Hutchinson, a building block in Detroit, is locked in through the year 2030.
Dan Orlovsky, Lions or Packers the team to beat in that division?
Oh, I'm going to say the Lions are the team to beat in that division. I'm going to say the Lions are the team to beat in the NFL. I think it's the best running back duo in the NFL. It's as good an offensive line as anyone. Their quarterback's playing as good as anybody, and their secondary as talented as anyone.
Lions or Packers?
Oh, I'm thinking the Lions. Absolutely, I agree with everything Dan said.
You said Packers.
Packers. I love the Lions. I think the Lions are a great football team. I'm still buying the Packers. And also, it's like, don't sleep on the Rams, don't sleep on Seattle. I do think the NFC champion will be out of the West or the North.
Fair enough. But specifically within the division.
No South and East, West and North.
Remember, the Packers beat them week 1. Schefter, yesterday you reported, as we continue the huddle here, you said there's no chance the Browns are trading Myles Garrett.
Well, there's been some speculation that possibly Myles Garrett could be traded. And in talking to the Browns, they told me, their words, no chance. You have a better chance of hitting the lottery than seeing Myles Garrett traded before the Tuesday trade deadline. So, again, we're just going by what we're told. No chance Myles Garrett gets traded by Tuesday.
And I think that's fine, and that's fair, and you don't trade an asset of this magnitude, on the clock the way they are right now. But I have said it at the time, and I will continue to say it, Dan Orlovsky. The Cleveland Browns should have turned Myles Garrett into Herschel Walker last offseason. When he wanted out of there so desperately, that was a win-win. It would have been better for him to get traded. It would have been better for them to trade him. And this past week was the perfect illustration of that. He had 5 sacks, and they got blown out.
Yeah, I totally agree with you. Back then, it was the trade Myles Garrett concept, and I thought that was a want by him, and I thought it was a need by their organization. I don't think they're going to trade him. I don't think they can trade him. The only thing that matters really for the rest of this season, and really for almost a calendar